Your body isn't malfunctioning, it is speaking in a language we have never been taught to understand. Your symptoms are not your flaws, they are your body's way of communicating with you. Your chronic pain, your fatigue, your illness aren't just malfunctions, but messages, signals from your consciousness asking you to wake up. So, we have been sold this one size fits all version of healing. Take the pill, fix that part, silence the symptom. But healing isn't mechanical, it's intelligent. And the most overlooked force in that process is you. Not the surface level you, like not your name, your job, or your story, but your awareness, your consciousness, and your thoughts, your beliefs, emotions, your traumas, the quiet intelligence that's been shaping your biology since the moment you were born. And here is the real plot twist. What you believe, what you think, even what you fear is being translated into symptoms, into hormonal signals, into pain or peace. If that makes you uncomfortable, good, because that means something real is waking up. Because this isn't about blaming you for being sick or anything like that. It's about reclaiming the power to get well. That is within you. So this is the part of the healing journey no one talks about. But once you see it, you can't unsee it. So let's begin. So now, let me share a quick story. I used to experience this persistent lower back pain. I began working with it with meditation, deep relaxation, and breath work, allowing my body to soften, to open up to healing. That helped. The pain would ease significantly, but on days when I would physically overextend myself, the tension would return. So one day it clicked. What if this wasn't just physical? What if my body was holding on to an old energetic signal? So I started uncovering the energetic root cause behind lower back pain. And sure enough, I saw a pattern that I could definitely relate to. A deep sense of being unsupported. I began identifying and clearing belief after belief, emotion after emotion, ancestral patterns, deeply held stories connected to support. And I was stunned, like I found about 42 negative beliefs stored there, all tied to a hypervigilant nervous system, survival mode thinking, fight or flight conditioning, beliefs like I have to do it all myself, I'm not safe enough to relax and let go, no one's got my back, if I don't do it, no one else will, I have to be there for them. So many of these weren't even mine, they were ancestral patterns. So when I released those beliefs, I actually let go of the identity of being the one responsible for everyone else and the identity of someone who felt unsupported, who believed they had to do it all alone, all by themselves, who saw life as a constant struggle that had to be managed, even if it meant self-abuse. All the symptoms that were basically tied to that identity collapsed along with it. The shift was almost unbelievable, a solid 90% improvement in my symptoms. And along with physical changes, it was a release of nervous system tension, the restlessness, the always living in the future, the inability to truly be in the present moment, to breathe slowly and appreciate what's around me. And that signaled a constant state of threat to the body. So sometimes the body isn't just asking for rest. Even on days when you sleep well, the symptoms persist. Why? Because the body is asking for a deeper clearing. It's asking to be freed from the weight of old survival programming. So the point I'm trying to make is if you can change the state of your consciousness, you can change the state of your biology, which brings us to how to harness your consciousness for healing. So let's start simple. What exactly is consciousness? Let's first understand that. Consciousness is your moment-to-moment awareness, the experience of being you. It includes, but is not limited to, your thoughts, your feelings, emotions, sensations, and even the space between your thoughts. That is the observer inside your mind. It's the invisible force that filters how you perceive reality, how you interpret events, and ultimately how your body responds. So scientists described consciousness as a field where your mind and body interact, a powerful dynamic process that includes every cell in your body. So your conscious awareness isn't separate from your body, it is intertwined with it. So now here's the tough truth. Consciousness can create disease when it's stuck in negative and survival patterns, or more precisely, unconscious patterns, absence of conscious awareness that creates chronic emotional and mental tension. So, for example, if your consciousness is constantly signaling fear, it could be as simple as fear of missing out. It signals danger and causes anxiety and lack of control. Your body produces stress hormones like cortisol, and over time, this chemical flood, if not neutralized by happy hormones, can weaken your immune system, increase inflammation, and open the door to illness. So, negative thought patterns are like software bugs in your system, causing the hardware, that is your body, to malfunction. So now here is the exciting part. How do you tap into the healing power of your own consciousness? Number one, mindfulness, awareness. Start by simply noticing how you talk to yourself about your body, how you talk about life, how do you relate to the world. Are you afraid? Do you constantly complain? Do you reinforce your powerlessness or your victimhood? Do you believe you are your obligations, your duties, your roles and responsibilities? If yes, start to replace negativity with compassionate, healing language. Start believing in the benevolence of the universe. Start trusting life more. Find the flow where you don't have to micromanage your life, people, and outcomes of your struggles. Number two, imagination. Imagine your body healed, not healing, not restoring, but restored. And yes, please be delusional. I mean, what's wrong with being delusional? What's the harm? I am a big fan of delusional thinking because your imagination is where you're free. Why practice restraint there? We already limit ourselves in the real world. Why do the same in our imagination? So many of us carry this habit of restraint even into our visualization and imagination, where we could be limitless. You see, imagination creates realms and realities that eventually merge with this physical reality. Now, I don't want to go too deep into imagination, but please be imaginative. Let your emotions soar. Let your light shine, even if just for a few moments a day in your mind's eye. That alone is a powerful anti-inflammatory and antidepressant. Now, by imagination, I don't mean imagine your white blood cells launching a war against the bad cells. That is really painfully slow and counterproductive, because that is mere mental visualization, and that is actually the opposite of true imagination. Just sense and feel into this expansive experience of being free, of being healthy, of being vital, of being joyous. That's all. So this practice alone activates healing pathways in your nervous system throughout your body. Number three is breath and meditation. Now find a quiet spot every day. Slow down, sit, relax, breathe deeply and slowly. That slow breath sends a signal of safety to the body. Just sit down and notice the present moment without any agendas on mind, not even the agenda of healing the body. Just tune into your body, your surroundings, and relax into them. No stories from the past, no anticipation of the future. Don't think about other people, their problems, your problems. Just become aware of the gift of life in this moment, the gift of existence itself. Your breathing and meditation reduce stress hormones, calm your nervous system, and open your mind to healing. Relaxes your body so that it can finally receive that healing that's been trying to happen. Number four, gratitude and elevated emotions. Cultivating gratitude creates a biochemical environment conducive to healing. Gratitude is the healing elixir. Gratitude is the signal of wholeness. It is a vibration of deep appreciation, and that, my dear, is powerful. You have to practice it to know what I'm saying. Try incorporating it daily into your life, even just 5 to 10 minutes, and watch how your body begins to respond. So, final thoughts on this: your consciousness isn't just a bystander in your health, it is a powerful, active participant in the body's healing process. By shifting your consciousness, practicing mindfulness, and embracing positive emotions, you can transform your health from the inside out. Healing is a journey, but it starts with a choice to become aware and engaged with your own consciousness. Now, drop a comment. What's one way you'll start using your consciousness today to start healing? I would love to hear your story. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more.